welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. I am here with Willow from the RPG Goblin podcast. Hello, Willow.
Hi, hello.
Come into the command center. Mind your head there.
Okay, yep.
Sit anywhere. Not there. That's Toby.
Looks very comfortable, though.
That's some of Dan's fur you're sitting on there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're not allergic to cats, are you?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
So, Willow,
yes.
Tell us about the RPG Goblin podcast. What is it? When is it? How do we find it? Why would we love it? Tell us everything.
Yeah, all the things. Absolutely. Well, the RPG Goblin podcast is like my big passion project. I'm very thoroughly obsessed with TTRPGs to the point that it's probably a little upsetting and like they are on my mind constantly. And because of that, my mom told me to start a podcast because I kept annoying her in the car about games. And so I decided to do that. And I wanted to make the kind of podcast that I would really like, which is basically let's explore TTRPGs in a fun way with having just really fun, casual conversations with people who love these games. And so that's kind of the big premise around the show. We have different guests on, and each episode is about a different game. We've covered Fate and Bunkers and Badasses and Morkborg and Alien and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, I love Alien.
You can find the RPG Goblin anywhere that you find your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of the big places. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at the RPG Goblin, and also on YouTube, where I'm going to be starting to upload more things and some other cool TTRPG content. If you love TTRPGs and you love just like hearing people talk about games or talking about games yourself, and really are interested in playing other games other than D&D, we are the show for you because it is games galore over there and really fun conversations. So that's why I would hope that you would love it. A lot of people seem to love it for that reason.
That was an answer and a half, Willow, I have to say. That was just like that's the whole thing that we have to go through, all just done in one stream of consciousness. It's very impressive.
Thank you. I talk a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, on our little show, I talk a lot. And most of the editing process is getting rid of me. So, how do you find your guests? When you want to talk about Alien or you want to talk about Morkborg or whatever it might be, how do you connect with people? What's the process?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's changed over time as like the podcast has like picked up some speed and stuff. But I was a full-time dice maker for about 3 years. At the beginning, it was actually just dice friends that I knew who played other games, and I'm like, hey, I really want to do this project. You guys want to come on and talk about games with me? And they're like, absolutely. So we started out there, and that was super fun. And then as things started to pick up a little bit, I'm like, oh, wait, I only have so many friends who play so many games.
Yeah, right.
I need more people.
I can see the problem here, yeah.
And so I started to go onto Twitter more and Instagram and start connecting with some other podcasts and people and just start like making some more friends. I was wanting guests, but at the same time, I was wanting to start like actually forming some relationships with people who were like into these games.
Yeah, broadening your friendship group and exploring new areas. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. The two things kind of served each other.
Exactly. And so that was the big thing with Twitter of, I think it was Jeff from the Big Campaign Stories, I think, responded to one of my first tweets where I'm like, hey, is there people who are into some other games that would like to come onto my podcast? And it had like no interactions for like forever. And then Jeff responded like, oh yeah, actually we do Pathfinder 1st edition, and then gave like a huge list of a bunch of other people. And that's what like really jump started actually like
the gold mine of people.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I scheduled like 8 or 9 recordings that month, and it's just gone from there as I've been in the community more and more, and I've been meeting awesome people. I literally last night I had an interview with Ben from Pink Faux Hawk about Shadowrun. That was fantastic.
Shadowrun, yeah, okay.
Yeah, good game.
Yeah, our little group been playing for a very long time, Willow. I mean, a really very long time. We used to play in black and white, put it that way. And we played a stack of games, but I can't think that I would be useful to talk about any single game in any useful way for you. Sorry.
This is a shame.
If you can think of one. If you can think of one, I would be delighted to turn the tables and sit and blurble on about something. I mean, Shadowrun, RuneQuest, Traveller.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bunch of cool games, yeah.
Absolutely love Alien.
I mean, Free League in general, it's like, that's just a default. Love Free League. Cool stuff. Love their stuff.
Yeah, so Coriolis. I don't know if you spoke to anyone about
I
Coriolis.
haven't actually spoken to anyone about Coriolis, but I've
book
seen it.
Just over to my right, as you can see in the command pod, the book is just sitting there on the shelf.
I love it.
It's got a feel of like the campaign setting, which is unbelievably good. Space opera setting. It's got inflections of sort of Firefly. It's got a bit of Dune. It feels like somebody's home campaign that's then been developed into a game. That's what I was really trying to say. A lot of the mechanics look like they're earlier versions of mechanics that you then see, Year Zero engine mechanics that you see in, I don't know, Alien or Tales from the Loop?
Yeah, Tales from the Loop, Twilight 2000, Vaesen,
That's what I was thinking of.
games.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's Twilight 2000, which was the origin of the Year Zero engine. I'm not sure, but I
believe it's Mutant Year Zero is actually a game that they have, and I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, of course it is. The clue's in the name.
Yeah.
So it shows how little I know about games. Anyway, I wonder how much Coriolis predates that stuff.
Yeah.
It feels old. We're talking about Coriolis now. Like, we're doing your show, not my show, so we should do this. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, if that is your hyperfixation, like, that's honestly, like, what I want for my guests. If it's like, this game is literally consuming my brain, and I just need to talk about it, absolutely come on the show and talk about Coriolis. Yes, please.
You'd be very, very careful about stuff like that. I could probably only go about 10 minutes of Coriolis in me, but it would be the longest 10 minutes of your life. Right. So, what games do you play?
Oh man, this is a great question.
Somebody sells you a different game every month, right? So it's like, well, which ones do you play?
Oh, they do. It's great. Yeah, so I started out with playing D&D 5th edition, like I think most people do.
Yeah.
And so that's where I got my roots with playing like public games at one of my favorite game stores. And then from there, it was actually only this year, I believe, where I actually played my first non-D&D TTRPG, which is a little crazy. But I played Monster of the Week, which is one of my favorite games. I love that game so much. If you're listening to this and you're like, man, I want to try to play a TTRPG that's outside of D&D, I don't know what to start with. I think Monster of the Week is like such a great starting point because I think most people are familiar with those like Monster of the Week shows like Buffy and Supernatural and even like Criminal Minds is like a Monster of the Week show, but like just like police and criminals and stuff like that.
I've been intrigued by that game and we've never gone anywhere near it. Yeah.
You should. It's great. It's a fantastic game. As long as you're excited about it, try any game that you think would be cool. And to go a little bit further on your question of what games I've played Honey Heist and Kids on Brooms and Glitter Hearts and oh god, what other games?
You're just saying the names of games I've never heard of now. I've heard of Honey Heist. I don't know what Glitter, whatever it was called.
Yeah, Glitter Hearts is powered by the Apocalypse, so same system as Monster of the Week. It's about playing as like magical girls, and it's really, really cute and like a really good game. I got like a bunch of people to play it for the first time with like barely reading the rule book.
I'm too old to be cute. I'm too old and gnarly
too old to be cute.
Dusty.
I love that.
When I think of glitter, I think of something that's very difficult to remove.
Oh yeah, it is. I've glitter bombed myself several times because I make dice and I use glitter all the time, and it's like
I need to talk to you about the dice thing. The dice thing.
Yeah.
Talk to me. That's what we should be talking about. The dice thing. Where are they, and when can I have them?
Well, actually, great question. My dice making account, which is purely just on Instagram. I technically have a Twitter. I don't use it. Is Druidic_dice, and that was like a big thing. I started to see like handmade dice on Instagram. I'm like, these are so cool. And then I'm like, I really want to actually try to make them myself. So I started to make them, and it all rolled into I was making dice for an actual living for a while. And unfortunately, though, I'm kind of leaving that behind as I'm pursuing new things that are scratching my brain much better, which is this podcast stuff. Which I absolutely love, but technically I do have some dice available in my store, but those are kind of like the last bit that I have open.
I was joking. I've got too many dice. If I had any more dice, I won't be able to open the front door.
I have way too many dice too, and even
I'm going to look at Druidic dice though and have okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if you just want to see a bunch of pretty dice and know that you can't have them, look at Druidic dice. It's great. It may be a little biased, but I think they're pretty awesome dice myself. But yeah.
I'm not going to look at them now because we'll get ourselves distracted. Well, there we are. I've just learned so much so quickly.
Thank you.
Let's have a quick recap, though, of how people can listen to you. So you're on all the usual podcasty places.
Absolutely. Yep. Spotify,
As
Apple,
the
all
RPG
that
Goblin.
Yep. The RPG Goblin.
Where are you most active on social? What's the best place to find you?
Best place to find me would be either Twitter or Instagram. I'm probably a little bit more active on Twitter, but I'm also decently active on Instagram. Yeah. I'm trying to keep that up as well, handling the two, which is fun. But either of those, you can go on there and I'll usually be able to interact. And if you want to message me, if you have a game that you think would be really cool to come onto the show, just let me know. Stuff like that.
Did you hear that, readers? Did you hear that? That was an invitation, if anything. Think of an obscure game. Find Willow on Instagram. And yeah. Okay.
Do it.
Great. Well, there we are. Well, thanks very much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Fantastic. I've learned so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Readers, I beseech, I implore you to find RPG Goblin, find the podcast, find the dice at druidic_dice, find Willow on Instagram or on Twitter. We would always love ratings and reviews, dear readers, if you get the opportunity. And you can find us on social media, of course, at Billowing Hilltop on Twix, at Billowing Hilltop on Blue Sky and Threads and on Instagram. And if you're old, you can find us on Facebook. And if you're older, you can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com. That's it. Willow, thanks very much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was great.
I have no other news or information, so let us push on with episode 171 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. As the Humble Madden. I haven't got a name yet.
I love it.
Right. Hello, everybody. Right. Hello, everybody. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Who's going to do the recap? Shall we roll a dice? No time for... We haven't got any emails. And if we have, they're probably too rude to read out. Running a D10, looking around the table from my left to my right. Doing the recap for us this very week. It is Johnny. How appropriate. Johnny, where are we? What's happening? Where have we got to?
We are on an extra-dimensional plane, maybe the Feywild, where everything seems brighter and bigger and whatever. So we met some...
We should talk about that at some point.
The guardians of this plane, where the library... I guess they'll give us access to the library, giving us some tests to do. One of them is to do with the... Is it Doomshroud or something?
Yes, silencing the Droomshroud's something call or something.
Yeah, so we think we went through this forest, ended up in this clearing with this huge, horrible tree in it, and it's wailing.
Yeah.
And we think this is a Doomshroud.
Yes.
So we are attacking it. Sessions has cast an air elemental that's attacking it. Scalio Tool is feeling hopeless because he's succumbed to the wailing. Buggy's up there slashing the tree with his axe. Burple's moving forward.
Also in despair. Yeah.
Also in despair. Sessions has uncharacteristically flown out into the middle of the clearing, ready to be chomped. Parker is sort of hiding in the woods to the east, doing quite a few effective fireballs, but now a load of these mini trees, or maybe not so many, have started converging on him. And that's where we left it.
That is exactly it. Yes, and the trees were looming over Parker, about to strike him. And that's what we're going to resolve to get us started. We do need to talk about the whole, are you on the Feywild? What's going on with the bright colours thing at some point? Let's go back to that when we're not,
in mortal danger.
Stuff. In mortal danger, precisely. Yeah, you couldn't put it better. Here we go. Trees. They get a single attack. Oh no, they get 2 attacks.
None of it hit you anyway.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, the first tree next to you attacking hits armor class. First attack, armor class. Oh, it's a 1. It doesn't understand gambling. That ends its round.
Branch breaks off, surely. Stabs itself in the foot. Is mortally wounded.
Second tree. Come on. Oh, armor class 25.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's more like it. Okay, not quite as much damage as from the big tree, but still damage. Does 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and its second attack hits armor class. Oh, it's a natural 20.
You're gonna gamble.
It's double damage. Don't need to gamble. Careful, Tony. But I do roll to see if it gets to draw a critical card with another hit. It rolls a 9. It's a 19. Not enough. Okay, so it's just double damage.
Just double damage.
Therefore, you take 35 points of bludgeoning damage from that tree.
Bloody hell.
And the other trees, the trees that were sort of awakened or whatever in the corners of the clearing earlier, are now trudging towards you, stomping towards you. Trudge makes it sound like they're low on morale. They're stomping towards you in a merry way. And it is your turn, Parker, on 18.
Right. Wow.
Somehow,
Yeah.
Johnny's recap didn't manage to really... Anyway, things aren't going well.
It's not going at all well.
Well, I'm going to bash it.
Which one?
Basically.
Which one? You got one to your north,
The one to my
one to your
north.
south.
So, the first attack, it's armor class 17,
Armor class 17 is a hit. Parker.
doing 9 points of damage.
What kind of damage is it?
It's a staff of strike.
Is that bludgeoning? Oh, you've got the new staff.
Yes.
Oh, you used this before.
No, it's the first use.
Very exciting.
Yes. Bludgeoning damage.
Well, you don't feel that all of that damage went through.
Yeah.
Can't dress it up for you any more than that, really. Is that it? Have you got another attack?
No, and then, and then the next attack hits armor class 14.
Class 14 is a miss.
Yeah, okay, and then armor class 26.
Armor class 26 is definitely a hit.
That will be 19 points of damage. And
Got it.
then the last hit... Oh... Hitting armor class 12
Is a miss.
is a miss. And then,
Miss Parker. Oh.
now that I've attacked it, I can basically withdraw without taking attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, where are you off to? Deeper into the
And-
forest or out into the
No.
clearing?
I will move out into the clearing. So I'm now sort of
So
within
you're
about
getting
30
quite near
feet.
the tree, yeah.
30
Yeah.
feet of the way from the tree, and of that I can move
It's the Doom Cow again.
5 squares
Oh, yeah.
north. So I will basically move in a direct line towards Sessions and Burp.
Got it. Sort of regrouping.
Yes.
On 17, it's Uncle Buggy.
Right, I am going to start hacking at it with the axe. A small figure at the bottom of this base of this tree.
At the space of the tree, yep.
Okay, first attack. Oh, fuck it. 13.
I'm afraid that's a miss.
Next one. Ooh, 29.
Ooh, that's a hit. Yeah.
Right, to do the following damage.
Obs.
18 point of damage.
It's really looking pretty beaten up.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
No, just keep chop, chop, chop.
Okay, in the pit of despair.
Yeah. Scaly O'Toole is just
Scaly
going
O'Toole.
to lean against the trunk and slide down. He's going to get a
Yes.
cigar out, light up the cigar, and in the background
Yes.
you hear that music. You hear dum, 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 dum. Happiness
Yes,
is a
got it.
cigar. Cool. Whatever we call these cigars.
I can't remember what they're called. Somethings. What were
It's
they
something
called?
that the number
Stella or something.
It was
Anyway,
something numbers somethings. Yes, and that's what he's going to do. He can't
let's
do
not
anything
hold the whole thing for it. Well, it's the tree on 4.
But don't you want to do a heal, Scaly?
on.
Me?
Oh, you've got loads of hit points.
Well,
You told
I
me.
normally have 180 and now I've got 103. So I've taken,
No.
what's that?
Which is really 206.
206, but I took about 30,
I could do with a heal soon.
35 in one round.
Just, you see, life is...
No, it's
just
okay.
too
I'm alright
much.
for a couple of rounds. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
You just sit there and have your cigar. Don't worry about me.
is it hitting you easily? Could you do with a Shield of Faith +2?
Oh, yeah, that would help. Yeah.
I just...
Would it help if I got out and pushed? It might.
Oh, okay. Shield of Faith +2.
Great.
Is it concentration?
Yeah, it's concentration. Does that not work?
No, you can concentrate on it. I mean, you might as well.
Might as well.
So I get +2 on my
Right.
armor class, do I? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You get +2 in your...
And you can still have your cigar.
Yeah, I do. I just do it. I'm just sitting here.
Yes, that's enough of that. On we go. Right, on Buggy. Misses with a 4. Armor class 19.
Not anymore after the Shield of Faith, otherwise that would have been a hit.
There you go. You can thank me later.
You loser.
Oh, shit.
Never gloat.
18, that's a massive
Shouldn't
number.
have said that, should I?
No. 19 points of bludgeoning damage, so 9 points after your rage. Third attack, an absolute stonking number, hits armor class 31 for a further 10 after your rage, and fourth attack is a miss with a 1.
Great.
How about that? And we move on to Burple on 24.
Well, Burple doesn't have anything that he can do, so he's going to go 1,
Slowly walks forward.
3, 4, 5.
Don't go too quickly.
That's very
Well, that's
enthusiastic.
one move. I
Yeah.
move at 40 as my standard speed.
You're not thinking that you might drag your feet a bit and walk slowly.
Well, yeah, but I'm supposed to use a move, so
Yeah, Graham wants to do something, but he doesn't want to get any closer.
Well, fair enough. You're almost certainly doing the right thing.
Gritted teeth.
Done?
yeah.
All done?
It's getting me down, this.
This getting me down. On 20,
Nobody's on 20.
The something tree action happens on 20, I think.
not quite true.
Bit of tree-on-tree action.
No, I think nothing on 20. Nothing makes sense. Just looking at the creature. So
You're
on
so
18,
right.
it is sessions.
Nothing
Okay.
makes sense anymore.
Nothing makes sense. So,
Well, sessions, you managed to make it out into the middle of the clearing and survive all the way back round to your turn.
yeah, that was, heartening.
Heartening.
So I'm now wondering...
Wondering. He's wondering.
Well-
So do we think greater restoration is the answer to try this?
Yeah. How many have you got?
More than one.
That could be good.
Well, we've got to try all the options, really. in the
Yeah,
end.
okay, so I will fly
We're toast.
up to fly up to Burple.
Oh my god!
On my go, I will touch him,
Yes.
cast greater restoration,
Unprecedented.
and then I'm going to run away again. Back to roughly where I was.
Okay.
It probably also doesn't work, and I cross off another spell. But I have done it anyhow.
It doesn't work.
No! Okay, I have nothing. I'm going to hit with the...
I who have nothing.
I'm going to hit with the air elemental.
One pit. Nice.
23
Yep.
It's a hit. Yep.
for a 16.
Nice.
And the second slam attack
These are bludgeoning still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's 8 points. First.
There's another hit. Yep.
for 9 points.
Well, what I can tell you is that the hair element's blows obviously seem to be being suppressed a little, but the tree is sappied. Can't be blooded, hasn't got blood.
Sappy.
So it has to be sappied.
It's rather disconcerting that it's only sappied.
Well, there we go. Sessions
God.
or Parker. 1 to 3 sessions, 4 to 6 Parker. It is Parker.
It's always Parker.
It's always Parker.
Parker. Can you please give me
Wisdom save. DC 20.
Can you please give me a wisdom save?
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. 3.
Ort dice.
New session, new Ort dice.
Did we do the question about the TPK last time?
Looking for a
16.
number,
Well done.
and that's a big number. And Parker, you're
Yeah,
okay.
that's
And on we
20,
go
yeah.
to your turn, Parker.
So I'm
I
wondering
thought we'd
about...
done more damage. I thought it was already sappied. I thought we were getting close to deadied.
So
I'm sorry.
Just,
I don't apologise, mate. See nothing
So-
you can do.
just a quick bit of advice, everybody, on tactics. Everything on the tree, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reduce the
Well,
guns.
Yeah.
I
Or
think... Okay, so you've got basically 2 out of 5 incapacitated with no sight of any kind of getting them back in the fight.
respite.
So I think if you think that the 3 of you can take out that tree and the other trees, then go for it. But you might want to get us out of here. I mean, the other tactic would be to knock us out so you could get us out of there. Just thinking out loud.
Save yourself, Charlie.
Yeah.
I think we could do a few
Run,
couple
Charlie,
more rounds.
Yeah, the question is, where are we? Although the thing is, but next round, Burple is basically going to walk up to the tree, isn't he?
Yeah. Next round, Burple walks up to the tree. The moment he seems to be attacking Buggy.
I'm alright for a couple more rounds. If I get a heal, then I can just keep standing there and bashing it.
I've got one more fireball.
Well, I think you got one more fireball. I think I can't do spells on other people, I think was the wording, if I remember correctly. You can't do spells on other creatures.
Well, Paul's been doing it, so you must be able to.
Okay. In which case I could do a...
Non-hostile things.
Right.
The problem is if it's blooded, that basically means it's probably, half?
Yeah, that's what bloodied generally meant.
Yeah, so we've done 6 hits and 3 fireballs on it so far.
And it gets, what's it saves, doesn't it? It gets legendary saves.
You might be better running up and bashing it, Parker, because you do quite a bit of damage. Oh no, you're using blunt weapons, aren't you?
I'm using blunt weapons. I do have 1 lightning damage.
Sessions, you can do damage on it, can't you?
I can do a little bit of damage.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can do.
I mean, we.
The problem is the concentration. To keep the air elemental in the game, I can
do guiding bolts, or...
I mean, the problem is we literally are 2 attack dice down per round.
I feel I can keep chopping away at it, and if someone heals me, then he's not going to take me down for a bit.
So in 2 rounds, there's going to be 4 additional creatures with 2 attacks each on it.
Well,
Wall of Force is non-offensive, isn't it?
No, we just ascertained that Burple can't do that because he has this...
Well, I was talking about doing a dome over myself to stop me having to go closer to the thing.
Yeah.
And Mike was saying, well, you want to go closer to the thing.
Yes. So that's
I mean,
what,
I thought I would have thought I was so, despondent.
But
that I
could
wouldn't
you
want to
do a
anything.
Wall of Force blocking the trees off, or at least making them confused, so they have to go round? Because that's not an offensive
I don't
thing.
really
It's just
think
putting
that's
a barrier
going
in.
to...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to stop them much.
That's what I would have thought.
Something for a round, or...
well, it's still Parker's turn, so...
Yeah, well, we're just discussing because I'm thinking that maybe do a stunning strike on you.
And does that have a
And then
chance of
basically
knocking
while
me
you're
out?
stunned, well, if you're stunned, I mean, effectively, I can pick you up and run away with you. Sling you over my shoulder and...
If the worst comes to worst, I can shove people
Well,
in
I
my
think
portable hole and run.
Yes,
But I do feel that... No,
I think
As long as you don't have a bag of
it's
holding
tricky.
on
It can
Well,
go. It
I
will
do
tip
have a
very
sack,
quickly.
so-
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
That's an interesting point, Graham, about 5th edition, which I don't know how often I don't know. This the tipping point thing.
Yeah.
Shadowrun, for example, has got a very distinct tipping point. The death spiral.
Yeah.
When things start to go wrong in Shadowrun, suddenly everything just goes horribly wrong really quickly. D&D, I think it's really forgiving, but yeah, you're right. There is, every now and again, you hit a point where you just think, hold up, all we need is one more thing, and we're in terrible trouble. I'm not trying to steer your
I mean,
decision making, but it is interesting
less
just
easy to
taking
see.
a step back.
Whereas with something like Shadowrun, because you've got the conditions making all your actions worse, you can feel the death spiral happening. It's like, the Alien game, when you're adding more and more bad dice into your process, you're just, it's getting worse and worse, and you know it is, but it's part of the...
Yes, that Year Zero engine, all of that stuff, Coriolis, Alien, all of those games where, you're throwing dice in to make,
Can we not
from Peter
have
to
a
paper.
little bit of a think? Have we exhausted all the options to get rid of this thing? So
we've tried...
we think heal would do it, but that's like a sledgehammer to crack a nut, right?
Do we think heal would do it?
Greater Restoration
Greater Restoration we
Didn't
failed
do
with.
it.
Remove Curse didn't work.
failed.
So the only other...
Dispel Magic
failed.
Failed.
Didn't work. Scaly cast a Dispel Magic on himself. The only thing that's made any difference so far has been Burple's Counter Charm, which gave him another saving throw.
Well, I should do that every round. It's an action. Give me another saving throw. Am I thinking?
Is there a remove charm?
I don't know. It's not in my list. Or if it is, it's not on the memorize.
There used to be a remove enchantment, wasn't there?
Break enchantment.
Break enchantment.
Break enchantment.
The language in this is really... I read it to you before, Dan. Counter Charm gives the target one more chance at the wisdom saving throw. I'm going to read that positively. It's not meaning just one more chance.
Yeah.
It
Well,
means
that's kind of how I did
another. I'm
read
reading
it.
that as another chance at the wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw. Yeah.
Okay.
Still Parker.
Yeah, I was hoping to get some guidance on
Don't know.
whether actually what I shouldn't do is run up and bonk Burple on the head
No,
and
don't.
stun him
Go
and
off to the
basically
big
pick
tree.
him up and run
Go
away.
off to the big tree.
You sure?
No, but go off to the big tree. Come on, do it.
All right. Okay. Another fireball on the big tree, just to the south again.
Yeah, getting it, but not buggy, not scaly, not the hair element.
The hair element.
It's got to make another dexterity saving throw. DC 15. It rolls a 20.
It's 24.
24. Okay, well, that damage lands, Parker.
And then I will move to in between Burple and Sessions.
Okay, so readers, we've got a big clearing, unnaturally square. As Lucas pointed out, that might be a product of the map maker's art. Centre of the clearing, what this enormous, great, horrible tree, its boughs waving sinuously in the air, not at the bidding of the wind. Collected around its base, we have brave Uncle Buggy, despondent Scaly, and the hair element that has been summoned by Sessions. And then north of the tree, in between the tree and the edge of the clearing, but really right up against the tree. Right up. In a really lightning bolt friendly row, we have despondent Burple, indecisive Parker, and hesitant Sessions. But we move on 17 to Uncle Buggy.
Drinking a potion, does that interact with an object?
This is such a classic question. The arguments go backwards and forwards about this on the internet in the most mature, considered fashion, as you can imagine.
I guess it depends where the potion was before you started.
Depends where the potion is. I dread to think where you may have stowed it, Buggy.
Somewhere within easy reach.
Cool. You've convinced me.
A haste spell. I just trying to decide. It's a potion of speed, so it's quite an expensive thing.
Mm-hmm.
So a haste spell, what does that do in terms of attacks? Do I get an extra attack or something?
You get an extra attack.
You get an extra attack and you get extra move. And you get a bonus to your armor class.
Okay. Interact with an object. Drink my potion of speed.
Potion of speed. Okay.
Okay, so I get 3 attacks then.
Fine.
The first one. 18?
It's a miss for the 7. Yeah.
I don't get extra bonus for this.
Silence around the table, readers.
25, that's a hit.
That's a hit. That's a hit. Yeah.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
Third attack.
Is that slashing damage?
Yep, it's with the axe. Chopping the tree
massively
down. Bit like a
unpowered axe. Yep.
Jack and the Beanstalk, whatever. Chop it again. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Not so much Jack and the Beanstalk as Jack and the... I don't know.
Shall I use my Urt? Maybe I use my Urt. I'll use my Urt dice on that.
Are you sure?
It's almost the end of the session, isn't it? Do you think?
It's not.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I can tell you.
Depends how good your wisdom saves are. How good are your wisdom saves?
Alright, won't use my alt dice. I'll move though. I'm moving round the tree around the west side of the tree, so I'm putting a bit more of a tree between me and the thing. Just a few. No, I'll just move the other side of Scaly O'Toole, sorry. Oh no, I can't do that. No, I'll just stay there.
Because he wants to be within 30 foot.
No, I'll just stay there.
How far do these things move quite fast, do they? The other trees?
They're not going to get a hit on you this round, I don't think.
No,
okay, I'll stay there. I'm still next to Scaly. That's it.
You're done. You're certain.
Yeah.
Scaly O'Toole on 14. Well, what have you got, Scaly?
He's just going
in your despair.
Look at the ground, but with his right hand, he's just going to reach out and touch Johnny.
Buggy.
20 hit points.
Who's that for?
You.
Me? 20? Oh, great.
Buggy.
So that's all she wrote.
Okay, that's probably...
No, it's the tree. The tree is going to attack Uncle Buggy. First attack on Uncle Buggy. 15 hits, armor class 30.
Yeah.
Great big chunky numbers. 23 points of damage, so 11 on you after the rage. Second attack hits armor class 29. Another, let's just speed through this. 11 points of damage on you after the rage. Third attack, nowhere near enough. Fourth attack, rolls a 9, hits armor class 24. 9 points of damage after the rage.
Yeah.
Burple on 24. New round. Goodness knows how many rounds we've done.
Oh, not many. I've been only 2, I think, or 3.
Feels like a lot.
I'm going to try counter.
Like loads.
Well, no, because I've been using a move and I was in the trees, I think it's taken me 3 rounds to get
No,
here.
I mean total rounds for the combat.
Well, I was only in the trees for like 2 rounds, so it's maybe 5 rounds, maybe 6 rounds.
It's the 3rd episode we've been doing this for.
Yeah, 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try counter charm again.
On your,
I think it's going to work.
you're just generally singing a counter charm.
Yes, which will also get scaly.
That's what I was wondering.
Bless you.
Yeah. Both of you can retry your save.
At advantage, yeah.
Hallelujah.
I think did we agree that it was at advantage?
I'm sure we did. I can't remember that far back, but I'm sure.
I can't remember. It was last week. It doesn't say it's at advantage.
I'm sure if we
Doesn't say.
No, we
not.
decided we decided it wasn't at advantage, and then you rolled. You then went, even if it had been at
Yes.
advantage, I still would have
But I
failed.
rolled at advantage, so I'm sure. 23.
23
Yeah,
scaly.
there we
Okay,
go.
that's not enough.
That's not
And
enough.
purple.
Fucking hell.
Yes, it's enough.
What?
It's enough.
Lol.
It's
It's completely
enough.
fine, Scaly. That is 100%.
Yeah, but I
enough.
won't. I
Yeah.
won't get anywhere near it.
I get no newer.
18.
It's not enough. Do you want to use your Ort dice?
Oh, I have an Ort dice, don't I? Well, I'm never going to roll that well again.
Yes.
Well, I may as well.
Yeah, but you can add a D10.
Get the
Yeah,
bad
but
dice rolls
I
out.
can't straight add a D10. I have to roll the 20 again, which is really annoying.
Get the bad dice rolls out.
No, don't be stupid. All right, so I'll roll again. Here we go. Get
Using your Ort dice.
Using
okay.
my Ort
Ooh,
dice.
it's a
14.
These are 14. It's,
Plus a
it's
D10?
doable. It's doable. It's doable.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it. I feel the
DC
tide
is 20,
turning.
right?
It's enough. It's enough. What a transformative turn from Burps.
Oh my god.
and I have a move
Back in the game.
Back in the forest, more like.
back
Here
in
we
the
go.
forest.
Back in the room.
Cast haste on myself. All of a sudden, I can move really fast. 6, 7, 8. It's behind Sessions.
I think Sessions is flying. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
how
he's fine.
far up
Yeah,
Sessions is
yeah,
flying.
but I can fly as well, so but I won't. What a brilliant
Okay.
round that was!
That was very effective.
That was a very good
Made
round.
A big
That's a
difference.
transformative round.
Amazing, actually, yeah. It's
Unbelievable.
it's in a completely different situation.
It's just totally amazing. At the end of your turn,
It does it again.
yeah. No, it doesn't do it again. Not yet, anyway. But maybe later. Scaly.
Hello.
It's lashing out in frustration. The fact that it's lost a worshipper, a despondent worshipper. Can you give me a wisdom save, please, Scaly?
Can I ask if it's a fear effect?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
he can ask.
you can
or, yeah,
ask.
it's a fair.
Oh, yes, it is, yeah.
Yes, it's not a fear spell, but yes.
Okay.
Effect is psychic.
Can't be frightened.
Right, okay.
Is that?
We still have to make the saving throw.
I think I'll use my.
Wiggle out of the saving throw.
I will then use my Ort dice.
Interesting choice.
Well, I've got I made a roll of 12, so I'm assuming that didn't do it.
I mean, you have to look into your own.
You got to tell me.
No, that's a fail. That's a fail. It's a fail. It's a fail. It's a fail.
Natural 20.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
that's
go.
better.
You're absolutely
Natural 20.
fine. Well, whatever that was, it's burnt your Ort dice. That's the important thing.
That's all right.
Sessions on 18.
Okay, sessions on 18. Yeah, I'm going to advance a little bit, like about 5 feet, maybe 10 feet, and then fly back to roughly where I am, I think.
Hey?
I need to get closer to get within 60 feet. So I fly in,
Oh, I
and
see,
then
I
I'll
see.
fly slightly over to the side. So, yeah, about
Got it. So you're dipping
dipping
in, casting a
I'm
spell.
casting Toll the Dead on the tree.
Oh,
So it needs to make a
What is that?
wisdom
That's,
18 saving throw.
using the blue dice of power, it rolls a 16 saves. How much damage? None.
It's all or nothing.
Right. I who have
And then
nothing.
the elemental will welly.
Oh yeah, the hair
The
element.
hair elemental will give it a first slap,
wigging
hitting
out.
plus 19
That's a hit.
for 15 points.
Yes.
Or it's bludgeoning, and then
Otherwise known as 7 points.
the slap plus 17 is probably not a hit.
is not enough.
Hmm.
This whole bludgeoning resistance is sapping.
Yeah.
It's the fireballs that have been doing the damage,
Yeah.
people. Right, Parker. Before you go, here come the trees.
Oh, yeah.
Here come the tree.
Here comes
Support the trees. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
There's quite a lot of these trees, aren't there?
Yes.
They're getting quite close.
The trees
not
come
good.
rushing in
Yeah.
to intercept you on your awful mission to destroy their twisted master.
I wonder where you're going with that. I thought you might have boxed yourself into a corner, but it was a good get out of jail at the end there.
Thank you very much, Dan, you lovely liony man. Parker on 18.
Right.
Trees all around you, Parker. I mean, it's very treey now. Readers, the 4 animated giant trees are closing in. It's going to be a big
I
tree
am going
sandwich.
to move around the tree to the west,
Away from the other trees.
the 4 trees. How far in do I need to move to attack it?
It's a 3 square by 3 square base.
Oh, I need to be there.
So the
I see. I
elemental
thought
is
you
at
meant
one is at
there.
the top of it.
Right,
You need to be
okay.
right.
So I
That's
move
good
up to
enough.
there.
Yeah. Right up to the tree. Yeah.
Actually, no, I changed my mind. I will move next to the elemental.
Okay.
I will move next to the
So we've got a
elemental.
little cluster. Okay.
And first attack, hitting armor class
Is
20.
a hit, Parker.
Lovely. So that
Not very
does.
much, I'm guessing.
First of all, well,
Bludgeoning.
yeah, no, wait a minute. So first of all, it does 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Otherwise known as 6.
But then, with the staff of striking, I will do another 5d6
Of what?
of force damage. Sorry, so that's 20 points of force damage.
Okay, now we're talking.
Unarmed strike hitting armor class
That is a
25. That's 5 points of bludgeoning. Well, 2 points of bludgeoning,
Yes.
and then 3 points of thunder damage.
Gracious. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the final
God, they're going to have to hit the
strike
target in singles.
hitting armor class
It's a
13.
miss. That was a cricket reference.
Okay.
Lucas, that you won't understand because you live up a mountain wearing leather dungarees. Uncle Buggy on 17.
first attack, hacking away. 19,
19 is a hit, Uncle Buggy.
24 points of damage
Ooh.
with a
Well,
sharp
we're up
weapon.
into the... Oh, we've... Yeah, okay, yeah.
Next attack. Oh, bugger. And next one.
Oh, bollocks, it's a 2.
Next attack. 25.
25 is a hit.
Ooh, 20.
20 points of damage.
Miss.
It's not looking very well.
Then I
is that it
might,
for you?
I might move,
Oh.
actually.
Oh.
Unless
Sorry.
someone's going to heal. Oh, no, nobody's going to heal me, are they? Okay, I'm going to move.
Scaly might. Scaly's
Nah,
next.
he's going to bash, I think.
Gailey's got no healing left.
Yeah, we're hoping Scaly's actually going to get in to do some damage here.
So am I. Maybe possible, you never know.
I wish the elemental was out of the way.
Well, what's the deal?
Do I stay next to Scaly and get +3 on saves? Or do I... Is it 10 foot away from me?
Well, you see, this is the absolute classic Buggy dilemma. Staying means I get +3 on saves.
Well, otherwise I'm going to
leaving-
get 4 trees on me.
There are quite a lot of trees.
I think we have to kill
Yeah,
the
I'm
big
gonna-
tree and hope that the little trees stop.
I'm moving around to
Yes.
the other side of Parker, so got a few people between me and the...
So you're running around the base of the tree. This is like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
You're
okay?
all
Not
running away
leaving
from it.
the thingamy. Threat.
Not leaving the thingamy.
Threat range.
No, absolutely.
And that is my go.
Okay, at the end of your go, I like this spell, or rather, spell-like effect, because it's got a great name. Just like that spell must be good. A 60-foot radius sphere.
Oh no.
Sessions, Burple, Scaly, can you all...
Aren't we just outside it?
No. Centered at a point you choose within range.
So you just put it up and it seemed like we'd
Correct.
avoided it.
That wasn't me, that was Lucas
Oh, right.
doing some weird rubbish that he does with that. He's constantly using that weird thing. I don't know what it is.
It's just the Roll20 measuring tool.
Yeah, but it looks like the radar on a yacht.
It's good.
It looks like you're looking for schools of fish or something. Anyway,
You should
Scaly,
try it.
Sessions, Burple.
Yes.
Can you give me saves? Can you give me
You're doomed. You're doomed.
Yeah.
the save you need to give me is a Constitution save.
Bugger.
I really want to make that save.
Please.
I
I'm
really
going to
want
make
to
one for that
save.
tree. tree. Oh, makes it save.
Purple gets 14.
14, not enough. 4 from Scaly. 10 in total, not enough. Sessions?
Hang on. Constitution saving throw.
Really Constitution. Yes.
Squidgy Sessions.
This is just a nightmare save.
20. Jammy.
Lovely.
You make it.
You
Right,
say it's
Scaly
your
not
nightmare
enough.
save. You get +5.
I didn't say it's my nightmare save, it's just one of my least favourite saves.
You did say it was your nightmare save.
It's one
You
of my
just did
least.
say it was a nightmare. Literally.
It's one of my least full wallets. Okay, so
Yeah, come
Purple.
on, what now?
well, it's necromantic damage.
Oh, well, that's okay, because I'm resistant.
Necrotic
Yeah.
damage. Well, then we're fine. It's all fine. What could possibly go wrong?
To disintegrate,
As you take.
it's like 112.
112 points
You
of
immediately
necrotic
drop
damage.
to 0 hit points.
Save to double.
Save double.
It's not so bad. 27 points of necrotic damage. So Sessions takes 13. Purple takes 27. Scaly
13.
takes 27. The tree takes 13. And now it's Scaly on 14.
Hang on, I need to make a concentration
left
saving
of him?
throw.
Oh, do you?
So do
Oh,
I.
yeah, it took damage. So
Not
it's
that it
10
really
or
matters.
half the damage, yeah?
Yes, 10 or half the damage dealt. Exactly.
And it's Constitution saving throw, yeah?
It's a Constitution
Yeah.
save. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is me. Nope. Oh well.
13?
13 is fine. Scaly, what concentration spell did he have in place?
That was Shield of Faith for Johnny.
Oh,
bloody
brilliant.
hell.
That's the silver lining.
That's the silver lining.
There's the upside.
Excellent.
It's the silver lining. There we go. Now it's the tree on Johnny. Here we go. So,
Didn't Scaly get a round? I thought it was Scaly's round.
I haven't had a round yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is Scaly's round.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
not the tree.
bloody
The tree went out of
trees.
sequence.
God, you think you know somebody.
Okay,
think you
yeah.
know someone.
Scaly on
It's my
14.
wedding.
I hated it.
Finish it.
Doggy was anyway going to
Scaly.
lose his Shield of Faith because Scaly's going to do a haste spell on himself. Then he's
What?
going to do
Damage.
a
What damage?
Do
what-
damage on it.
What?
No,
Give us a chance, for God's sake.
no, but
I never would have.
Then he's going to do a vow of enmity.
What?
Against the tree.
Mm-hmm.
is that
As a
an
bonus
action?
action, you can choose a creature you can see within 10 foot of you and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute.
Mhm.
So I've done the haste spell, which gives me blah. I've done the vow of enmity. That's an action. The vow of enmity is a bonus action, so then I can have 2 attacks on it.
Yeah.
Using my big chopper.
Fair enough. So one single
But
extra
I
attack.
attack at advantage.
Yes. Getting a 4 with the first roll.
Getting it.
Ooh, that's more
Oh,
like
when
it.
it's a hit with the second roll.
Wait a second. He gets an extra action.
It's a single attack.
It's a single attack.
At advantage.
Is it a single attack?
Yeah.
One with an attack
Yep.
only. Yes. Okay.
Oh, then he's just rolled a random assortment of dice that mean nothing. What
Massive chopper of the
what
Miss
the hell is that?
Fuck you know. It's supposed to be 1d12
You've done 9
plus
slashing,
5.
8 radiant.
Yes, because the radiance, because I'm getting divinity.
Divine Smite,
You're
isn't it?
getting
Divine
divinity.
smite.
Same.
Yes. So it's divine smite.
Same as me.
You get that for free. You don't have to take an action or
It's
do
a free
anything or
thing.
whatever.
Free
Divine
on
Smite's
one attack per round.
Fine. 9
17.
slashing. Yeah.
8 radiant.
And it's a slashing
Well-
damage with my massive
Or
chopper.
radiant damage. Then it's it. I'm going to roll a
Oh, wait a minute,
d6.
it's more damage than that because I've got improved divine smite. So it was that the second it was also taken into account
What?
because it's improved divine smite as well.
You've got 9 slashing. and 8
1d12
radiant.
plus 5,
Which-
giving you 9.
And then the other one is rolling 1d8,
1d8.
getting 8.
Getting 8. Maybe you have to trigger it.
So you need to roll another
Okay.
1d8.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll
just
just roll
roll
1d8.
another d8.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh.
8.
Nice.
Now try not to skip anybody's turn, Mike.
It's my turn.
You've had your turn.
No, he hasn't.
No. Stung by your divine energy, it turns all its wrath.
of course.
No. Gonna roll a d6. 1 to 2 it attacks Buggy. 3 to 4 it attacks Parker. 5 to 6 it attacks Scaly. I can't actually see Parker because what Lucas has done here, readers, is he's managed to sort of secrete
So
himself.
it's actually
under-
invisible.
Johnny started the trend. Johnny very, very carefully placed himself under a branch. hoping to be invisible. But Parker is in fact green. His mini is green, and he's placed it amongst some green stuff. Uncle Buggy.
Shit.
First attack. It's armor class
Miss.
nothing.
Loser.
Armor class 17, not good enough. Second attack, armor class 31.
Yeah.
Doing
Oh my
3
God.
6s. How about that?
You want that when
That
you're rolling
guy
up a
is
character? don't you?
28 points of bludgeoning damage. Third attack, rolls a 16, also is a hit. Doing not so good this time. 20 points of bludgeoning damage. So another 10 after the rage. Third attack hits armor class 27, does a further 12 after the rage.
Okay, I've got 37 hit points left, folks.
And it's Burple on 24.
Where are you, Buggy? Oh, you're right in there.
He's hiding under
I'll
a
probably
branch.
be alright for one more round, I guess.
Okay, I'm.
Well, it's being randomly determined.
It might go for someone
I
else.
know only 1 in 3 chance of being attacked. I suppose it might be alright for a bit.
How sappied is it looking now?
Not pretty sappied, you know. Pretty sappied.
I'm going to move to there, and I'm going to detonate a fireball
That's more like it.
there.
Being careful to catch the trunk.
Southeast side of the tree.
Southern side of the tree. What's the DC of the saving throw?
The saving throw is a DC 17.
Failed that
Ooh.
saving
Dex-
throw.
Takes that double
Dexterity.
damage.
Okay, it elects to make that saving throw.
In which case it takes
33.
33, so 16.
33 points of damage. Thank
But
you
it
very
elected
much.
saved, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it takes
It
double if
elected
it
to
doesn't
save,
take.
which means it
save.
takes 33. Yeah, precisely.
Oh, because it's,
On
it's
20.
it takes double damage
Yes,
for
It's
fire.
vulnerable
We
to
think
fire.
so, yeah.
Nice.
On 20, nothing happens. On 18, it's sessions.
I'm going to try Toll the Dead on it again.
Okie dokie.
know.
Wisdom save, DC, whatever.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes,
it rolls a 1.
that's a fail.
How much damage is it session?
Well, it's wounded, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
It's taken some damage.
a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3d12s, lovely.
Yeah, 25
Alright.
points of necrotic damage.
The awful psychic dice roll out of the realm of the Lady Luck Misfortune, crash into the tree, and it can resist you no more. It wavers, it undulates, it wiggles its branches, and then it crashes to the ground. It has been destroyed.
Yeah, hey.
God,
That was easy.
The
topples over.
awakened trees that were stomping around the clearing and were just about to have their round. Very annoyingly. Freeze in place. You have defeated it. Can somebody give me a perception check?
Yeah, not me.
I'm quite good at perception.
Oh, God. What a crap.
13.
No,
23.
Okay, not good.
23.
23 from Burpledy Herpledy Who. Burps, you're looking around yourself just to check your six, as it were.
Mhm.
The canopy of this forest is alive with brightly coloured birds of paradise and bright butterflies and so forth. And so something rather catches your eye, seemingly observing you from the bough of a tree. Unlike all of the other brightly coloured birds that live on this island, is a single black raven.
Oh, shit.
As you notice it, it just tilts its head in that corvid way, regards you with one eye, and then with a it's up, kind of boom as its wings break into the air, flies off out of sight. What was it doing there? Why was it watching you? What does it signify?
What's its name?
And what have you completely forgotten? We'll find out.
Ah,
Well,
everything
pick
as
things
usual.
up. Well, we won't,
How
we
long
won't find
ago
out
was
because
the
we won't
plot?
remember.
This
We'll
quick
find out.
Q&A?
Oh, I mean, 3 weeks when we pick things up.
We're supposed to collect. We're on to collect the set, aren't we?
Week.
So
And there's
there's
the other
something-
set of collectors watching us.
Well,
No, but wasn't there something that when we complete these tasks we get something or
We
collect
become
something?
recognised
Deary
heroes, and they tell us where the
knows?
library is.
let's just draw a veil over this entire
Let's hope,
conversation.
hope that we have silenced the
It's deeply,
Yeah.
deeply
Doomshroud's
depressing.
mournful song.
Yeah, we have, but
Silence
Doom
of the Doomshroud's mournful
You've
song.
silenced the Doom. This is the
Yeah.
music
Right.
is still running, and we've got to somehow go into the credits. So we just got to stop talking. But yeah, you have silenced the Doom cows, mournful, whatever it is.
Search the
That
base of the
is
tree for magical items.
yes, and cows,
Search
And
the
normal
whole
cows.
clearing.
Okay.
not doom
Yeah.
cows, but
Pull the
normal
other one.
Oh, stop it.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. The Prince of Red Hand and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. The Prince of Red Hand was written by Richard Pett. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
What's that? You want to know what 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat is? Let us tell you.
It's the adhesive that keeps the fragile pieces of my sanity together.
Well, okay, Jesse, what it actually is a narrative-driven TTRPG actual play where 5 friends take turns weaving stories through the tabletop game of their choice.
Of their choice? Each season?
Each season.
That's pretty cool.
I disagree.
Oh.
I feel it's the adhesive.
So, like, you guys aren't all in a trench coat? No, we're definitely in a trench coat. How does that work? Get her.
Before I'm caught, you can check out 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat just about anywhere you get your podcasts, or you can check out our website at 5gymsinatrenchcoat.com. Oh my god, they really are all in a trench coat.